of the pool of choices because I don't want like I don't know a Pokemon that's like let's say take for example Pokemon Black and White. There are certain Pokemon that you can only find in uh, Victory Road. Like that's the earliest you can find them. And yes, Pokemon Black and White has an extensive like post game, which I will be doing parts of the post games on the channel. Um, but I don't want to catch a Pokemon in like the last possible area and use it for all of 10 battles, right? Like it's not fair to the people that choose that Pokemon. So I don't know. That is the way that I feel about these things. I also love that you guys are always gonna give me like, well, I don't think you guys are gonna give me like the most garbage possible team. Because I mean, you guys did it this time. Like Butterfree's been proving pretty well. Electabuzz, Dugong, and Arcanine aren't bad Pokemon. Parasect has been doing. Parasect has held its own as well when I needed it to. Um, and now if it's gonna be Ditto or something else, like probably the worst Pokemon here is Ditto or Chansey. Chansey just because there's no Eviolite and all it can really do is take special hits with its big special defense and big HP stats. But like other than that, Chansey can't really do much. So like it's not going to be doing a whole lot. Like I have Toxic, I think. I might not even have Toxic. I have Seismic Toss, Thunder Wave. It's and okay, so I have Seismic Toss, Toxic. That's what it's gonna have. Uh, so I mean, like Muck would be pretty fun. Raticate would be. I wouldn't mind doing a rat. I wouldn't mind using Raticate either. Um, Ditto is like interesting, but like not the best. And Chansey I don't think would be great, but like doable, you know. Um, so I don't think you guys will always pick like the worst possible teams, cause like I know like maybe like Nick would pick like people who know the game might pick Pokemon that are like not good to see me use not good Pokemon and give me challenge, whereas other people might pick Pokemon that they just think look cool and they want to see me use them, which I'm cool with either. Like if I'm playing Platinum and somebody's like, man, I really want to see you use like a Garchomp, which is like the best Pokemon in the game, I'm not gonna be like, no. Nick, I know you would pick bad ones, but like you also wouldn't pick like the worst one, you know? And you're also reasonable enough to like give me like a somewhat balanced team. Like, you know, you very well could have when after like Butterfree and Parasect were picked, you could have been like, you know what, John, you're also gonna use like Venomoth or Beedrill, just cause fuck you, right? Like you get 3 bug types. Not the best. You know, having too many Pokemon of the same type is not great. Which is why monotypes are a fun challenge. And that's why with monotypes, Bug Leader taking over the world, like, I haven't done some of the more interesting types in monotypes, but I want to at some point, like, do like a bug monotype or like an ice monotype or something. Because they're interesting types that, like, typically aren't great. And I don't know. I mean, some games would be harder. Fairy mono. Oh, fuck that. I hate fairy types. Fairy's like Well, like we saw, like I had said in my types tier list, fairy's my second least favorite type. It's fucking bad. It's not bad. Like I think it was necessary because pre Gen 6, so up until Gen 5, dragon types were fucking busted, and the only thing you could do against them was like a super bulky steel type and hope that the dragon didn't have like earthquake or flamethrower, which they almost all got anyways. Um, so dragons were fucking strong. Or like have like a really fast ice type that could like outspeed, because a lot of dragons are quite weak to ice. Um, but like I don't know. It's not that there are no fairy type Pokemon that I like. There are a good few, like Gardevoir and Grimmsnarl and Alolan Ninetales. Um, Togekiss, less so Togepi. I'm not a huge fan of many unevolved Pokemon. Like I very much like Pokemon that don't evolve, like Absol or Tauros or Kangaskhan or Chansey here. Those kinds of Pokemon I really like a lot. I think a lot of them are really cool. But like unevolved Pokemon, especially baby Pokemon, I have a hard time liking them because they serve like especially baby Pokemon. Yeah, for sure. Um, but like babe, okay, let's just go on a rant a little bit. My problem with baby Pokemon is that they serve no purpose other than being cute, right? Like a lot of them had uh like they were either added as pre-evolutions to Pokemon that came earlier in the series, like for instance like Elekid or Magby or Smoochum or Bonsly or Mr. or Mime Jr. Like, what purpose are they? What purpose do they have for being in the game? And like, I'm not the kind of person that like I'm like, oh, why is I don't know, fucking like I don't know, like Farfetch'd in the game. It's so bad when like Pidgeot and Dodrio are there. Like why? I understand why they're bad Pokemon that are considered bad because like not every Pokemon can be good. I like it's the same as in like not every animal is like an apex predator, like that's not how the world works. It makes sense that there are weaker Pokemon and it like the evolution of Pokemon is interesting, right? Like why have Chansey when Blissey exists, like well, you have to have Chansey for Blissey to exist. That's kind of the point. But like baby Pokemon. All right, Nick. I will catch you maybe this week, probably at the stream on Tuesday, but if not, like, Jesus, these fucking Dittos that are big and small are making me nervous. I'll catch you later, homie. See you, bud. But yeah, I don't know. Like, baby Pokemon, they exist to be cute and be hard to get, I guess. Because most of them you have to breed with a specific item, one of the incense, to get them. Which I don't like. I don't know. I think it's a weird concept that they didn't really have to do. And like, so Gen 2 had a lot of baby Pokemon for Gen 1 Pokemon. And if you look at like recently over the past couple years, Nintendo and Game Freak have been like releasing like concept art or like beta designs for Pokemon or like Pokemon that got cut from games, and they added so many baby Pokemon. Like Gen 2 was going to be like 50% baby Pokemon. They added one for like Growlithe and Vulpix and Ponyta and um, Doduo. There might have been one for like Coughing and Grimer. I think there was one for Goldeen. It was super weird. Like that, like it just seemed like they wanted to do that a lot for whatever reason. And it was like definitely going to be overdone. Like we don't need that many. I don't know. Having like a few of them is cool. Having how many there are, I'm not a huge fan of. Having how many they wanted to have originally is fucking bonkers. I don't understand. Also don't like Z moves. The the gimmick for the Gen 7 games, I guess I would say, right? If Mega Evolution or like gimmick or like mechanic that was introduced into that game and only that generation, like Gen 6 had Mega Evolution, Gen 7 had Z moves, Gen 8 has Dynamax / Gigantamax. I think Z moves were dumb. Like Mega Evolution was fucking peak. It was like a cool concept. You had Pokemon that either like needed a boost or like fan favorites that like got like an extra evolution that made them better or like work different, you know? Like a lot of Pokemon that really needed it, like hi bye Haley. No worries. Like Mawile and Sableye I think needed it a lot. Pokemon like Altaria, Pidgeot. Pokemon that were like cool and people wanted to use but like were bad. Audino's fucking ridiculous. I hate the fact that Audino's a Mega. Bye bye. Have fun. And then you had Pokemon like Garchomp, Lucario, some of the starters, fucking Salamence, Metagross. Like cool fan favorite Pokemon that didn't get Megas. Or that did get Megas, sorry. And those were cool too. Audino, fucking ridiculous. Like I'll say it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. If they wanted to have a female looking Mega, give it to like Frostlass or something to like partner up with Glalie. They wanted to have a Gen 5 Mega, fucking don't do Audino. The whole point of that Pokemon was to be like EXP grinding against wild Pokemon because it gives a lot of experience and has a high EXP yield. Like, literally the definition of fucking irrelevant. Like, not an interesting design. It's a fucking normal type, so it's not interesting there. Not great in battle. And they gave it a Mega. When there's like cool Pokemon, like they could have given one to like a fan favorite like Haxorus or Excadrill or Crocodile. Or they could have given one to like a Pokemon that could use it like Scolipede or Leavanny or fucking Electros or I don't know, some cool shit. But no, they gave it a fucking whack ass Audino. Alright Benji, I will catch you next time, bud. See you around. Thank you. I need the vote of confidence because We have a half hour left of me going through this fucking basement, and we haven't seen a single shiny. Um, yeah, and then you have Z moves, which was like weird, cause like Megas was really cool because Night Benji. Um, Megas were really cool. One thing really cool about Mega Evolution was that like X amount of Pokemon got it. These specific Pokemon had Megas, and you kind of knew what to expect, right? Like, you saw somebody's team, you're like, okay, that's probably their Mega. Or their Mega could be one of, like, these two Pokemon. Whereas Z moves, so for those of you who don't know, the way Z moves worked was you had a crystal. General Z moves were there was one crystal for each type, and damaging moves of said type, whether physical or special, would yield the same move, right? So let's say a grass type, um, or let's say normal type, right? You gave a Pokemon a normal type Z move, use Tackle, it's gonna do Breakneck Blitz. It does a lot of damage, probably gonna one-shot whatever's in front of you, or do a big chunk of its health. Or you do Echoed Voice, it does the same thing, but special damage. Um, and then certain like what part of the really confusing thing was like Pokemon moves that um didn't do damage, like let's say like Splash or Protect or that kind of thing, had like special effects with the Z crystals. Like I think Splash was like a fucking like all stats up or something. Uh, some of them were like really really cool, like really really good, and you wanted to use them, or like really gimmicky, let's say, and like very situational. And then they also had certain Pokemon like Pikachu or Snorlax or Lycanroc or the starters had their own specific Z crystals that when you used either a specific move from that Pokemon or a specific or like a move of a certain type, like their main type, like an electric type, or if it was the starters, if you used like their signature moves with that Z crystal, it would do something special. Which was so the problem with Z crystals, like yes, you could only use one per battle, but um, any Pokemon could use theoretically any Z move as long as they could learn a move of that type, right? Like if so many Pokemon can learn fucking Grass Knot, which meant like any Pokemon could use the Grass type Z move pretty much. And it was just very confusing, and there was like too much to think about with Z moves. Oh no. Like I guess the thing that Megas did right that it didn't was that Megas were exclusive to the Pokemon that had Megas, and that was it, you know? And like also Z moves, they were just like, hey, I'm gonna nuke this Pokemon because it's hard to deal with and have an easier time. Like whatever. It was just like an easy button. Whereas Megas were like some of them were easy buttons, like fucking Mega Kangaskhan and Mega Gengar, but like some of them were like, you know, if you have the right Pokemon or a Pokemon of like a few, it could seriously like fuck up your Mega. And not every Mega was good. Like Mega Manectric, Mega Houndoom, Mega Audino weren't great. Mega Abomasnow also. So like that was cool, you know, like it was like exclusive. It wasn't just like a that was easy button kind of thing. And then Dynamax and Gigantamax, like if they just did Gigantamax, which I guess is like if they just did Gigantamax, I guess it would just be basically a mix of Megas and Z moves, right? Because Gigantamax, well, Dynamaxing Pokemon, any Pokemon can Dynamax, which like is problematic. Like just having like this any Pokemon can do this. well, where's like who are you gonna Dynamax? Like it's like so fucking like it adds difficulty to the game in a sense that like in terms of competitive play, like it just like makes it like you have like literally like so much more to think about, which some people like. You know, having more to think about is more strategic, more challenging. But like, there's a point where it's I don't know. I equate this to like challenging, making a game challenging doesn't mean just like like if you were to make a Pokemon game challenging, that doesn't mean like just boost the levels of every trainer. That's not challenging. Well, that's not more challenging in a fun way, I should say. Um, so if they had just done Gigantamax, which is exclusive to certain Pokemon, right? Like not very many Pokemon can Gigantamax. Um, and they had kept it like that, I think that would have been better. Because Gigantamax, again, it was like a big boost. They got new designs in Gigantamax slightly, but like a lot of them are cool. Whereas the Shiny Ditto, Sash, we have not found one yet. We haven't even found a single shiny at all. Um, and I really do like some of the Gigantamax designs. Some of them are really cool, like Gengar or Machamp or Orbeetle. I thought was really cool. Rillaboom, um, so on. And they also had like stronger versions. Like every type had a Dynamax move. Like um, the fire one would set up the sun. No, we don't need a shiny Grimer to catch a shiny Ditto. We just need a shiny Ditto. But Sash, we also Nick came to a compromise with me because we're having like it's so fucking hard to find a shiny at all. Um, unless it's a shiny Magmar, whatever the first shiny we find is, that will be the sixth team member. And if we don't find a shiny in the next 25 minutes, um, then we're just gonna rock out with a regular Ditto. Because I also don't want to. My catch streak has stayed at 32. It's the max. Like 31 is the max for increasing shiny chances, and it doesn't go away unless I turn off the game or catch another Pokemon. So we don't need to be catching more Pokemon. Like we don't need to be sitting here catching Grimers, risking messing up catching a Grimer and ending the catch streak. But yeah, we are going to but whatever shiny we find before 10, or if we don't find one, the regular Ditto we have is going to be our sixth team member for uh, because I want to make progress, you know. So after 10 o'clock, whatever we come to the conclusion with is going to be our sixth team member, and we're gonna go fight the seventh gym, so that next time we can fight the eighth gym and probably make our way through Victory Road, I guess. And then we'll see how long that takes, cause then the time after. So what I guess what my plan is tonight, we're beating the seventh gym. However long that takes us after 10 o'clock, that's what we're doing. Either Friday or next Sunday, we are taking on the eighth and final gym, as well as making our way through Victory Road for sure. If we have time, we are going to go catch the 3 legendary birds, as well as any. Cerulean Cave is another place to look for. Well, Sash, you can find shinies anywhere. Cerulean Cave is another place you can find Ditto. But Cerulean Cave, you have to beat the Pokemon League first to get there. So we have a Ditto, we just don't have Shiny, which is what we're looking for. So our possible team members for the last slot are Shiny Muck, Shiny Raticate, Shiny Chansey, and then Shiny or not Shiny Ditto, depending whatever we find. And these fucking large and tiny Dittos are well, I think it's 1 in 314 because of the lure that I'm using. Um, and the catch rate is irrelevant because whatever shiny I find, if I find a shiny in the next 20 minutes, um, I'm gonna Master Ball it for shits and giggles. Right, so once we get through Victory Road, we are going to go catch the 3 legendary birds, as well as Kangaskhan and any other um, um, Pokemon we might be missing, which so far is only Kangaskhan. Um, yeah, but so again, the thing is, Sash, like I want my 6th team member before I uh fight the Pokemon League. Um, and we also came to the conclusion that we aren't like we're not like super like if we don't get the shiny Ditto we are like fucked, you know. So like I don't know, I think the sake of story progress is more important than a shiny, in my opinion. Like at least for my own personal like enjoyment of the game, I don't think I could sit here for another stream of watching Pokemon spawn on my screen and waiting for a shiny Ditto to spawn, because Nick did the math, and in 2 hours, with roughly 800 Pokemon spawning, like visibly spawning in total, there's a 9% chance of finding a shiny Ditto in 2 hours, which is fucking low. Like, it's not worth it. I don't think. So we bullin'. It is most certainly a grind, and one that I'm not willing to go through anymore. But at some point we will do Let's Go Pikachu shiny hunting, probably. Like on like the Thursday Switch streams. We'll do shiny hunting. We'll start with like Rattata, Pidgey, get one of those shiny each, and then move on to like Caterpie and Weedle and Bulbasaur and Pikachu and so on. Like basically make our way through the routes from start to finish. catching shinies of things until we get bored of shinies. Hunting shinies. I always have to make sure. I know it's not, but like, fucking scares me that I'm missing them because, like, my worst fear right now is that I've actually had like several shinies spawn, but they were like, I was either not looking and not paying attention and they despawned or walked off screen, or like they were like big or small and like I didn't realize it with the sparkling of the red or blue. Damn, we ran out of super lures or max lures. I also think I decided, Sash, that whenever the Sinnoh remakes come out, first they have to be fucking announced, but whenever they come out, like Diamond and Pearl remakes, I'm gonna play it for the first time on stream. No worries. I was saying that first they have to announce them, but like whenever the Diamond and Pearl remakes come out, I'm gonna play them for the first time on stream. When Diamond and Pearl remakes come out, Sesh, but Nintendo hasn't announced them yet. I am having hope that they come out this year, or that they at least announce them this year, and they come out like late end of the year type thing. I mean, probably whatever. I think whatever the next Pokemon game is, whether it's Diamond Pearl remakes or Let's Go Johto or fucking Generation 9, which I highly doubt. It's probably not going to be Generation 9 yet. It's either going to be Diamond Pearl remakes or